What is up, my beautiful Eggy peeps? I am here to talk to you about the second night at the Capitol Theater, the famous Capitol Theater, where bands of massive notoriety have played in the past. And now our boys Eggy have been there. How great is that? So let's talk about night two of this historic performances, shall I say. Of the two nights, I'm having a hard time picking which one I liked more, because that Searchlight, if you saw my video on the first night, then you know what I'm talking about. Or if you heard that song that they did, Searchlight, a cover by John's Brown Body, then you'll understand why I'm having a hard time picking night one versus night two, is because night two has two really big songs in it for me. So Long from the new album, which is the heartfelt song with Veronica from Melt singing, and the new song, Whoa There, which is an absolute just... I'm not sure what the word is for Whoa There, but man, is it exactly what I needed. Not that I'm already not full with all of the new material that they've given us over the past few months, but that Whoa There. Stand by for an interruption. Hello, my dear.
Hello.
What's up?
What is going on?
Nothing. I'm just...
This is in the car, so don't say anything bad about her.
Okay, well, you're on video right now live, so you don't say anything bad about me. What's going on?
Okay. Well, that ends my conversation.
Can I do for you?
I went to, I'm going home.
Okay, so am
My
I.
sister's not feeling good.
Oh.
She's sick. When are you going to be home?
Probably half an hour, 45 minutes.
Okay.
All right.
I'll see you there. We'll regroup.
All right.
Okay, bye.
I love you. Bye.
Love you, bye.
And that's the real world here at Studio 2A. There is no such thing as I have a little light outside the room that says recording, but you have to be here to see that. And I didn't mute my phone. Not that I would want to miss a call from my wife anyways, but that's Mrs. Mayor Bud, in case you didn't know. Where was I? Yes, Whoa There. Whoa There, Whoa There, Whoa There. Just a couple of quick stats that I have on that. Stand by, let's see if I can find them. Whoa There has been played by Eggy 8 times. It was last played, that 11:30 show, obviously, the last show they did. But interestingly, it's been played an average of once every 2 shows since its debut. And so it's been played 7 or 8 times since it came out. That's a pretty high percentage, and rightfully so, because that song is an absolute just kick in the pants. So what is it about you, you know? And all I have to do to make it through, I forget how it even goes, but when it's playing, I can sing along.
What is it about you? What is it about you? What is it about you? Capital Theater! What is it about you?
Anyways, that's So Long, to finally see that live, which I thought in discussions with other Eggy fans that we might never see that live. And if you can hear what's going on behind me, Studio 2A is in a building with some busy offices and some automotive shops. So you might hear a dugga dugga from an air wrench or a lady next door yelling at a customer that owes money or something. But let's try to ignore that. So long, so long, so long. So wrong, so wrong. An amazing song. And one that I thought I might never get a chance to see. Though I know that the band Melt is based in New York City. You know, what does it take to, what are the logistics behind getting them to be there for that song or a series of songs or whatever? I wonder about, you know, is there, you know, like what's the payment arrangement for something like that? And just the whole thing about it. And so to actually be able to see that live was such a treat. And I can't decide, not that I need to decide, but, you know, we all like to make decisions, I guess. Which I like more, the Whoa There or the So Long? I'd have to say I think the Whoa There. So Long is cool, very touching. But the Whoa There is just a song I could reach for and play over and over and over again. So let's talk about the song list, shall we? Let's see what I've got there. Forgive me while I fish around in my images here. That you'll be seeing these images up on the screen, pretty sure. Yeah, here we go. So Shadow, 10 minutes. High Noon, 8 minutes. Shallow Rivers. Now, people have been putting up their screenshots of their Apple, I presume it's Apple, music stats or whatever. And I'm a little more omnivorous than that. I listen from several different sources. I did get from YouTube Music that I played Shallow Rivers 242 times. #1 song on YouTube Music for me. Probably not the song I listened to most, because I do listen to Nugs quite a bit, but I got my new album fix from YouTube Music. And so that Shallow Rivers 242 times, still couldn't tell you what the hell it means, which is awesome. But that was a 16-minute song. And then they did a 17-minute All Wheels Turning. Then they announced Marlo and Veronica from Melt coming out. And they came out and they did their song Plant the Garden, which you can go on their website or on YouTube and check out. Pretty good tune, pretty good song. Interesting lyrics. course, they did So Long. The So Long, which I'll sample a little bit here.
I don't want to tell anyone how they should feel, but if you're asking me, I'll say I always wish you well. I know that can be troublesome, easier said than done, but if you look around, you see you're not the only one. I was once afraid to fly away. I was counting every day like it was my last. But as these days roll past, it's been too long since I did something for myself. Too long I spent worrying about somebody else. Too long, too long, too long, too long. I wasn't wrong to hand you the heart in my chest. Not wrong to wanna give you whatever was best. Not wrong, not wrong, not wrong, not wrong. If things were always easy, would we ever? You were begging me to stay, but our bridges can't be burned.
And you can see there that it was just a quarter of a heartbeat slower than the album version. And I'm not sure if that's what caused Veronica's false start, maybe in the lyrics there in that one line, because the timing seemed like she had her timing down, but the song was just literally a fraction of a second slower than the studio version. So maybe that was it. I don't know. But they pulled it off beautifully. Literally saw people with tears in their eyes listening to that song in the audience. Great, great energy there. And then to come out of that and do the whoa there. Now, let's talk about the whoa there, smile combo, okay? Because whoa there is a happy song, and smile is an even happier song. And smile is an incredible jam tune, and what I loved about this particular combination of the two songs is that first let's talk about Whoa There. And I want to know what you guys think. Comment down below. Which came first, the lyric or the lick? So that lick in that song is very iconic to me. It's already time tested and it's brand new. That lick is just world class, right? And so what I want to know is, did the lick come first and then they wrote the song lyrics afterwards, or was it the lyrics were here on a page and we needed to come up with a song to fit it?
What is it about you? What is it about you? What is it about you?
I'd really love to know that someday. And these are the kind of questions that I'm not sure the guys would answer if they, if they were asked. But when I see them face to face, these aren't the questions that come to mind. I draw a blank half the time and then just break into a nervous sweat. Anyways, but so coming out of Woe there and going into Smile, again, that iconic guitar riff sound, the leading notes of Smile are woven into the end of Woe there. Jake, takes the lead on it. What else is new? And but you can hear it, obviously, very obviously coming in that and then there's like a split-second shift, and you can like draw a line in the sand where the next song starts, even though they've been kind of leading up to it for a minute. Which always seems like I drink a soda right before I do these videos and have a little bit of an upset stomach while I'm talking, so sorry about that. But again, I ramble. I've got a bunch of images I want to try and put in here and some music clips from the night. But I think the main thing I want to talk about is the holiday times and being able to see this band around this time of year. Again, the interruptions. So there's something special about seeing bands that you really like from the post-Halloween to, New Year's, kind of that window of times, at least for me anyways. I've always found it to be a little extra special when you go see bands around the holidays. Going to see a band that I love so much during the holidays is even better. I feel like I've had my holidays with them, even though I might have only talked to them for 10 seconds, or not at all, maybe even. Just kind of having that festive moments with the band, even though I'm 100 feet away. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that, except that it's going to be really cool to see these guys right after Christmas and right before New Year's, especially 4 shows right in a row, and all within reasonable driving distance of each other. 5 or 6 hours, I think, is the furthest one. So that's not really too bad. And seeing them around Christmas and around New Year's is just going to be awesome. The energy, is festive, more festive than, say, mid-June, right? So there'll be that. It's kind of always cool to go to concerts in the wintertime when it's cold outside, and you get inside, you take off your hat and your jacket and everything, and you're ready to boogie. And then you get back outside the venue after the show and you're like, damn, it's cold. But again, I digress. So why is November 30th better than November 29th? I'm not sure it is. I think the Searchlight from November 29th is, I don't know, the song list from November 29th, more meaningful to me than the song selection from the second night. The second night was more of a I don't know, less serious maybe, although So Long being in there makes it a pretty serious set, and Shallow Rivers too, even though I'm not really sure what exactly the hell Shallow Rivers is about. It seems like a serious song. So, you know, that second night was a little more serious, although ending with Smile was just that was like the perfect ending. There was no encore to have after that, even if there was, you know, still time left. That was really putting a bow on it. Closing out with So Long, Whoa There, and Smile was a really strong finish. Opening up with Shadow. Shadow is like a very popular song for them. They played it. I think I saw a stat somewhere, which I'll put up here on the screen, that it's been played a very high percentage of times since its inception. And there you go. It's like a staple, right? So any show that has a shadow in it is going to be a good one. And if it opens up with a shadow, they're setting the bar pretty high. So they did that. All Wheels Turning, 17 and a half minutes on the All Wheels Turning. That's a great song to stretch out. And the theater itself is just a cool place to see a show. So a couple images from there. And that's really what I got. So what we got coming up is the 26th, 27th, 28th, or 27th, 28th, 29th, and 31st, right? It's got to be, going from memory, Buffalo, Harrisburg, Woodstock, and Boston on the 31st. Now, me and Mrs. Budd are from outside of Boston, so that's going to be a show right in our backyard. And as I said in my other video, these guys are absolutely poised to serve up, you know, some of they're in peak form. They have been for 18 months now. And so don't miss them, people. And thanks for sticking around and listening to me ramble. I hope this was entertaining for you. We're going to keep them coming. And with that, peace out.